Hey, what's up? Aaron here. Hope you're doing well. If you're watching this video right now, you might be checking out the Proven Amazon course and you're wondering, can you really make money from Amazon by doing something called Amazon FBA? And should you check out Jim Cockram's Proven Amazon course or not, right? Is it worth the money? How much does it cost? Refund policies, all that kind of stuff, all right? Now, at any time, if you want to get my favorite way to get to 5 to 10,000 US dollars per month, minimum 100% from home, just go ahead and click the link below the description box and I'll send that training to you for free, straight to your email if you would like, all right? Now, let's take a look at the Proven Amazon training course, all right? Because look, there are lots of different ways to make money online. Amazon FBA is just one of them. So let's take a look at this Proven Amazon course product to see what this is actually about, okay? So first of all, how do you really make money from Amazon? Okay, now first of all, the way that you would do it is that you would basically get your own products from a supplier, you would brand it, you would package it, you would send it directly to Amazon, and Amazon would handle all the shipping and fulfillment, and you just do all the marketing on Amazon, and they ship it directly to your customer, and you make the difference between how much you spend on the product and how much you're charging. That's basically Amazon FBA in a nutshell. Now, the thing that I like about the Proven Amazon course is that they teach you multiple strategies on how to sell on Amazon. So if you buy certain Amazon FBA courses out there, and there's hundreds of them out there, right? They each will cover a specific way to sell on Amazon. So you're either doing private labeling or wholesaling or arbitrage, but the thing about the Proven Amazon course is they teach you all of it, which is cool, okay? So they cover things like private labeling, wholesaling, price arbitrage, merchandising, excuse me, Kindle publishing, product bundling, and buying local and selling to the world, which is the cheapest way to sell on Amazon, right? So you can pick any one of these strategies. If you have if you're on a bit of a budget, you would go with the buy local and sell to the world strategy. If you have a bigger budget, then you would probably do wholesaling or private labeling on Amazon, which is these two strategies. Private labeling, wholesaling, and arbitrage is the most popular ways that people teach Amazon FBA. Buying local and selling to the world, a lot of people don't actually talk about that. So it's pretty cool that Jim Cockram actually covers that in Proven Amazon course. Okay, so it's a very, very extensive and well-covered course, if that makes sense. And then based on your level of expertise, whether you're a beginner, you're intermediate, or you're expert, what your budget is, you can decide which kind of channel you want to go with Amazon selling, if that makes sense, okay? So how much does this program cost? It actually only costs $39 a month. It's really, really cheap, okay? So you can either pay $39 a month, you can cancel anytime, or you can pay $999 lifetime. That means you get access to everything. You don't get charged a monthly fee. It's about $1,000 basically, okay? So two options right there, which is really good. And there's a 30-day no questions asked refund policy, which is also really good. And they have a lot of students with great testimonial feedback, and a lot of them are doing pretty well, okay? They also have a Facebook group that you can get plugged into, ask questions every single day, that kind of thing. And this will literally take you from start to finish of building out your very own e-commerce Amazon FBA business. All right, so it's basically a library of courses for people at every skill level. That's very, very true. All right, and we'll talk about the pros and cons about this, but this is kind of basically what you're going to see in the background. All right, so it's not just selling on Amazon FBA itself, but they'll teach you things like Shopify, e-commerce, merchandise selling, Kindle publishing, product bundling, that kind of thing. Okay, so a lot of stuff on here. All right, so let's talk about the pros and cons of this particular program. All right, so the pros are that it is very, very extensive. The training is good. It's current. There are a lot of students going through it, and they cover multiple strategies. Okay, so they cover, again, private label, wholesale, arbitrage. So it depends on what you want to go after and what your budget is. Okay, now the problem is that it can become very overwhelming. That's the only thing. So if you're a beginner and you come into this program, right, you're going to see a bunch of training. It's going to look like this, okay? And this can be pretty overwhelming for some people because you don't know where to start. You're just kind of like, oh man, which direction do I go in, right? And that's kind of the problem with the Proven Amazon course. It's that they've got so much content in there, which is good stuff, but it can be pretty overwhelming for you to get started because you don't know where to start. And then you get information paralysis, which is what happens to a lot of newbies, and then you don't do anything. That's kind of, I would say, the major issue with this particular program. But otherwise, if you're okay to navigate the information and take your time, then it's great information and it's very affordable. I mean, most Amazon FBA courses out there cost, well, most of them will never, you'll never pay only $39 a month. Most of them will start at $1,000 to $5,000 one-time payment. Okay, so at least these guys give you a cheap monthly option and also a lifetime fee for just under $1,000, which I think is really good. They've got a good refund policy as well, no questions asked. Pretty solid program, to be honest. All right, it's just that it can become a little bit overwhelming because of all the information out there. Now, let's talk about Amazon FBA a little bit, which is completely separate from Jim's course. Okay, now Jim's course is video training, very detailed, hours and hours and hours of training. So you could spend like months going through all the information if you really want. All right. But the thing about Amazon FBA that you must understand is that it is a pretty complex business to start. Okay, because you have to source your own products. You have to buy them, you have to package them, you have to send them to Amazon. You have to learn pay-per-click marketing on Amazon. You have to learn how to set up an LLC or a company, an organization. You have to learn to deal with all the customer service. There are a lot of moving parts when it comes to Amazon FBA. And the other problem with Amazon FBA is that the profit margins are very small because you're buying your own product, which you have to pay for upfront, okay? And then you have to send it to Amazon, package it, and charge a little bit more for that product, and that's where you make your profit, right? But because it's a physical item, you can't charge that much for your products. Let's just say you're selling a kitty lamp, right? People aren't gonna pay $500 for a kitty lamp. They know that roughly a kitty lamp is going to cost like $8 or $15, something like that, right? They're not going to pay $500 for it, and so that is the disadvantage with Amazon FBA. It becomes a volume game. That means you have to sell hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of products every day in order for you to make the big money, like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 US dollars profit a month, which is okay, but you have to understand that that's the game. When it comes to Amazon, it becomes a volume game. You have to handle all the customer service. You're going to have to hire staff to help you to handle the customer service. And so that is kind of the game when it comes to e-commerce. You have to sell hundreds of products daily, thousands, tens of thousands of products a month if you want to hit the big levels. Okay, so just understand that these are some of the disadvantages. Also, because you're spending money up front, you need a big budget for Amazon. Now, the nice thing about Proven Amazon course is that they do teach you the buy local, sell to the world strategy, where you spend a little bit less money, but even if you're buying local, you still have to spend money upfront to get your product, if that makes sense, right? So even if you buy local, which is cheaper than buying from a supplier sometimes, right? You still need hundreds of units, which means that it's still going to cost you money, okay? Now, if you use the normal strategy like private labeling, wholesaling, arbitrage, you're going to have to spend at least $5,000 to $7,500 just on product alone. So if you don't have at least 5,000 US dollars as a budget to buy your products to store in Amazon, you cannot start this strategy, okay? Please understand that. That's just the name of the game. It has nothing to do with the course. It's just Amazon FBA, that's the business model. You need money up front in order to buy your product, okay? Now again, just to reiterate, Proven Amazon course does teach you a slightly cheaper strategy, the buy local, sell to the world strategy, but you still need a bit of a budget. You need at least $1,000, okay? They say you need less, but no, you need at least $500 to $1,000 to buy product, right? Because otherwise you're not going to be able to sell. I hope that makes sense, okay? So it is for people that have a little bit of a budget, Amazon FBA. If you decided that Amazon is the method that you want to make money in, this is a great course. It's affordable, the training's amazing, it's updated, they've got very good support, and they've got thousands of students in the program that are doing pretty well. Okay, so you might want to check it out, provenamazoncourse.com. All right. Now, if you're here watching this video right now, maybe you're not looking necessarily to start an Amazon FBA style business. Maybe you just want to make money online. Maybe you want to leverage the best business model, the simplest, the most affordable, the most straightforward. You just want to make side income or full-time income online. Now, there are a lot of ways to do that. I've been online for over a decade. I've tried tons of different strategies. I own my very own dropshipping business, which is very similar to Amazon FBA. I shut that down for a lot of reasons, because I didn't really like the way that the business model is structured. But again, there are a lot of ways to make big money online, okay? And my favorite way till today is a very specific way where you don't need to handle with physical products, you don't have to deal with the customer service. The profit margins are way, way higher than e-commerce. I still think that it's the best way for you to get to 5 to 10,000 US dollars per month minimum, and the competition is very low. That's the other thing that I love about it. If you would like that strategy, I'm happy to send that to you. Just go ahead and click the link below and I will send that directly to your email. You can check it out and go through it for free if you would like. All right, I hope you enjoyed this review of Proven Amazon course today, and I hope to see you on another review video. Take care.